Tesla has just released a major new update to their best-selling Model Y SUV. There's also a new Model 3 sedan as well, but we'll get to that in a bit. This is the new Model Y L, with the L standing for large or potentially even long, because that's the biggest change that we are getting here. A longer Model Y that is built to accommodate 6 seats in 3 rows of 2. This is not the first 3-row Model Y that came out a few years back, and it actually gave the car 7 seats, with the regular 3-wide bench in the middle and 2 very narrow seats in the trunk. It's not clear how many of those were actually sold, but it was pretty clear that the 3rd-row seating was only practical for very small children. And fair enough, that's a lot to cram into a crossover SUV that was built on the Model 3 sedan platform. Now, it looks like Tesla has done it right the second time around by extending the overall length of the vehicle by 7 inches, with 6 of those inches going in between the front and rear wheels. The new Model Y is also 1.7 inches taller. They've also gone with this 2-seat layout for all 3 rows to maximize passenger comfort, so even if there are just 5 people on board, they'll still have much more personal space than inside a regular Model Y, which obviously gets us thinking about robotaxi potential, but we'll get there. What's really interesting about the new Model Y is that it actually has a longer wheelbase than the Tesla Model X, 119.7 inches versus 116.7, while Model X is still a little bit longer overall at 199.2 inches versus 195.9 for the new Model Y. If anything, this really highlights just how unpopular the Model X has become, which was already available with 6- and 7-seat interior options, but still the company believes they need a second option in that vehicle class. We don't exactly know how many Model X are sold, but we know that in the second quarter of 2025, Tesla sold 10,394 vehicles across the entire SX and Cybertruck lineup. So, giving Cybertruck the benefit of the doubt and assuming that they make up the majority of those deliveries, it looks like Tesla sells a couple hundred Model X's per month at best. So they've definitely been missing out on the large family market. And the competition has been moving in fast to fill that void. Hyundai just launched a gigantic 3-row electric SUV, the Ioniq 9. There's the Kia EV9 built on the same platform. There's the Volvo EX90. You can get a Rivian R1S with a 3rd-row seat. So the new Model Y is going to be working hard to stand out, but this could be exactly what the vehicle needs. While the Model Y was the best-selling vehicle in the world for 2024, it's not looking so hot this year. Numbers at the halfway mark show Model Y dropping down to 5th place, trailing behind the Toyota RAV4, Ford F-Series pickups, Toyota Corolla, and Honda CR-V, all of which cap out at 5-person seating capacity. As for price and range, the new Model Y L is being launched exclusively in China with 427 miles of CLTC range and an 82 kilowatt-hour LFP battery pack. So it's hard to say how that will convert to the American market. If we look at the Model X as an example, it adds another $6,500 to upgrade that vehicle from 5 seats to 6. So at least that, if not more, for the Model Y, because the entire vehicle is getting bigger. It's not just more seats. Anyway, if you prefer longer range over seating capacity, then there's also a brand new Tesla for you. The Model 3 Plus is currently in the works with up to 500 miles of range. It would be a single-motor, rear-wheel drive vehicle with a new battery pack made by LG Energy Solutions with higher energy density. Just like the new Model Y, this is only going to be available in China for the time being, but there's one thing the Chinese don't have: Tesla driverless robotaxis. To be fair, most Americans don't either, but a very small list of very special people do inside a very certain region of Austin, Texas, that coincidentally just looks like a... Anyway, the big news last week was that Tesla had erected its robotaxi service to a much longer and girthier coverage area than their rivals at Waymo. But Waymo was quick to shoot back, expanding their own network to again dwarf Tesla's attempt at comedy. Well, Elon Musk's attempt. Ever get the feeling you're being watched online? That's because you are. Your internet provider, your office Wi-Fi, your school, they all see what you're up to, and no incognito mode is not some magical cloak of invisibility. It's basically just, please don't save this to history. That's where a VPN comes in. A good VPN keeps your browsing private by encrypting your connection and bouncing it through secure servers around the world. This way, no one will even know about your online activity, which not only hides what you're doing, but also where you're doing it from. That means you can access geo-blocked content from over 40 streaming platforms like Netflix, Prime, Disney Plus, and more, all while keeping your data safe. And you can even score better deals online by simply changing your virtual location. And the one we use is CyberGhost VPN. With over 38 million users worldwide and over 20,000 excellent reviews on Trustpilot, it's one of the best VPNs out there. It works on all major devices and operating systems, Windows, Mac OS, Android, iOS, and protects up to 7 devices at once. So your whole household, and maybe even that one friend who forgot to buy their own subscription, is covered. Right now, they are offering an exclusive deal just for our viewers, 84% off, which comes out to $2.03 a month, plus 4 extra months free and a 45-day money-back guarantee in case you're not into commitment. So hit the link in the description to check it out and support the channel. Now let's get back to it. Waymo's service area now covers 90 square miles, more than double Tesla's phallic roadmap, and that extends in both the north and south directions. Across the US, this expansion brings Waymo's service area to more than 700 square miles, as it also operates in California and Arizona. It's also worth noting that even in Austin, this isn't actually a competition because Waymo rides are available to any person through the Uber ride-hailing app at any time of day, and the car is actually autonomous, while Tesla Robotaxi is only available to people on a special list of influencers who only ever say nice things about Tesla, and service gets cut off at midnight, and there's a person always in the front seat, and you have to pay $6.90 per ride. So just making this into a dick measuring contest isn't exactly a fair comparison. Tesla still has a very long way to go before this service becomes a legitimate business model. But we can see the plan developing. There's the Cybercab vehicle that's presumably coming next year, that's specifically to handle the majority of ride-hailing trips, which are just 1 or 2 passengers. Then we have this new long Model Y, which would be ideal for higher occupancy trips. The Model X already exists, but it's a bad choice for a nationwide taxi service because it's very expensive to build and impossible to manufacture at high volumes. So, in theory, this is all coming together, much like the newly opened Tesla Diner in Los Angeles, California, a retro-inspired supercharging hangout spot that had its first widely anticipated soft launch this week. The Tesla Diner, which is located on Santa Monica Boulevard, opened with a special event for LA first responders on Monday, July 21st, servicing local police, firefighters, and paramedics who have been working through a particularly rough year with huge fires and protests and stuff, in addition to the baseline LA insanity. The special event opened at exactly 4:20 with Tesla lead designer Franz von Holzhausen greeting the first customers. Honestly, making a weed joke in front of a bunch of cops is actually pretty funny. Here's what we learned. The site has an 80-stall V4 supercharger hub, which is open to all NACS-compatible EVs, making it the largest urban supercharging station in the world. There are also 230 kilowatts of solar panels and 10 megawatts of battery storage on site. The diner itself has drive-in style service, complete with girls on roller skates with 250 seats over 2 stories of dining space. There's a second-story patio called the Skypad, and from there, you can watch 2 66-foot LED movie screens. The menu is pretty standard diner food, but there's a bunch of notes on the site about how the ingredients are sourced from local farmers and producers, and they have some great photography. In addition to servers on roller skates, the Tesla Diner also had a Tesla bot handing out food. It was limited to just popcorn, and the video here is obviously sped up, while the robot appears to be moving at a relatively normal pace, so hard to say if that's teleoperated or autonomous, but either way, still a work in progress. The bathroom is actually pretty cool though. It's styled after a SpaceX Dragon capsule, and you can look at a view of the Earth from orbit while you sit on the can. Unfortunately, there is only one Tesla Diner for now, and that probably won't be changing anytime soon. There's no indication that construction has begun anywhere else, and this first one did take 2 years to build. But Elon Musk has said that if everything goes well, then Tesla will establish these in major cities all around the world. Don't forget to click on the description link to get the special discount CyberGhost VPN is granting to our channel viewers. This application will protect your data while you browse and give you full access to all blocked content on the internet for $2.03 a month. Totally risk-free, so check it out, link in the description.